let's get into Grand Finals here, Laird, on the West Coast side.
Go! This is going to be a really fun one, guys. And I'd like to remind you that Chowder77 is coming in on the winner's side of things. And the Gaming Lucario, that means they're going to have to take 2 sets if they want to come in on top of this one. It might be a little bit tough for them because they have a lot to work through. But time will tell how this actually works out. We will see.
So already, we're getting to see that Gaming Lucario is trying for different DI mix-ups off of down throw when there is no mix-up. You always should just DI out on Lucario down throw. But Gaming Lucario is also playing around that. Not a ton of aura here in order to manage and to confirm a stock off of that double team, but enough mobility and utility in order to keep Chowder77 on their toes and away. Oh, another up smash there, which isn't going to close out the stock, but we're looking mighty fine here at 157. Even a no aura Lucario can take stocks at 160.
Oh boy, this is always fun. I'm really loving how this is going on here, but
don't really sound like it.
you know me too well, ooh, my friend. No, I'm just kidding. You know, Lucario's got some really cool stuff, but so does K-Rool. A really good spike to close that stock out early. And that's the thing, man. K-Rool, he's so heavy, it's so difficult to close him out. But then again, that little bit of aura boost that Lucario gets from being at a deficit comes in clutch there, allowing that counter to kill. You know, it's not a strong counter generally at this percent, and you know, K-Rool is at a pretty hefty differential margin, so I could say that was probably the kill always.
Yeah, at 180 plus the stock down aura, oh, you're taking a ton of damage there. No way you got hit by that.
Listen. If you really don't want to deal with Lucario aura, just kill them.
Just kill him.
Just do that. I have never seen that work on a non-K-Rool character. But it did here in Grand Finals at Boat Bash Online, West Coast side.
It's such a shame because Gaming Lucario, in a lot of these single piece instances, they've looked really good, but man, Chowder has just found ways to overcome this, and the down air out of shield, not going to confirm into the up smash, and the force palm will close out the stock for sure. Got a solid bit of aura here. This is the position that Lucario generally loves to be in. Oh, back air into grab back throw, 50% just like that.
Honest gameplay.
Yeah, I fail to see the problem there.
I have succeeded to see the problem here. Gaming Lucario is planking right now, trying to get that aura sphere back online, giving themselves some space. Actually, no, they're not going to be charging. That should do it. No, it doesn't. Force Pump, some good DI finally coming out there. And this is a one-button ledge trapping tool in that aura sphere. No more Crown on deck, though, but they just sacrificed their position for a killing stroke that did not happen. Crown is active, and yep, there's the aura sphere. Game 1 will be going to the Gaming Lucario on a pivotal reversal. Being down most of the game.
When you're stepped so far back like that, it becomes a timing mix-up. It is Aura Sphere at those auras. You're correct. Does cover every option. It's just a matter of when Lucario throws it. Throw it early, and you can catch ledge hangs and jumps, but it loses out to neutral getup at the correct timing, which is reactable.
Barely.
Barely reactable. But reactable, especially if you can anticipate it. If Lucario's charging Aura Sphere there, you're expecting them to toss it. Or at very least, you're looking out for them to toss it or put it away. If, though, you decide to neutral get up and you neutral get up too soon, or rather, you neutral get up too early, then the Aura Sphere can be tossed a little bit later and catch the neutral get up.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of a timing read on the part of the Lucario player, and the guess that the opponent can make, in this case Chowder, whether or not they want to play that mix-up or decide to try it and circumvent that by jumping or skipping the ledge early, which can be dangerous in their own right.
Yeah. The fact that it gets so big that it can catch jump.
It's good move.
A little bit nuts, you know? And people are like, ooh, charge shot. It doesn't counter jump. Huh?
What happened?
How did we get here? All right,
why does
Gaming
this happen on the West
Lucario
Coast?
is going to be bringing out their patented meat gunner. Goes for the taunt as well, and Chowder for the first time this entire tournament is switching off of King K. Rool in favor of Terry Bogard. Why? I don't know. Maybe he's good. We'll see.
Ooh, I mean, it's starting off pretty solid with a couple nair combos, falling there into right hander cancel straight into it, able to get into another power dunk. Gotta be careful in the corner with some of these power dunks. I mean, we're seeing Chowder throw out a whole lot of moves, but we're not seeing any sort of jumps. Just able to make it that back though with the rising tackle.
There's a back throw, yeah, stealth shot. It's not going to kill just yet, or actually even hit, because, you know, Terry does have some of the best burst options in the entire game, and some of them just kill, like that bird dunk, or sorry, that power dunk, and you know what? I think that's fine. I fail to see the problem here.
You know, characters kind of go D.
Okay. Can we just agree on one thing, though?
Sure, what's up?
Like, of Terry's specials, his most broken one, other than his supers, is definitely Crack Shoot.
Oh, yeah.
That move is nigh uncontestable, and no one talks about it.
Crack Shoot is one of the craziest burst options in the game. So much so that Terry is the only FGC character that can play against Sonic. Like, it is that good.
Yeah, exactly. Hella priority, nigh impossible to punish, intangibility up the wazoo, and also you're moving forward at that acceleration. Oh, and furthermore, you can cancel normals into it. Have fun! Oh my god, the Raw Buster Wolf.
Yeah, this game has snowballed very quickly out of TGL's favor, just instantly going from
Wi-Fi.
Zoner against FGC rep to, oh, I passed go. Time to collect $200 and bring us right into game number 3.
Chowder had enough of the Gaming Lucario's comeback mechanic and said, "How do you feel?"
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good one. The fact that Go is just like an on-off switch is really, really hard to play around. Because at the very least with Aura, like Aura scales, but you can manage Lucario at low auras for long periods of time.
Stop telling me that Lucario's easy to play against. He's just not.
He's not, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it is much easier to manage a yes or no than it is to manage whatever the hell Aura is.
You know what? I like that. I think that's true. And like, I will say Go does have some semblance of counterplay. Oh my god, dude. I think, you know, Terry's just a good character. Like, he doesn't... Okay, listen. He doesn't need his comeback mechanic to be good. Unlike some characters. Lucar. And, you know, and that's why he's, like, even more difficult to play around sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, it's totally valid. Like, Terry is a character with an amazing mechanic stacked on top of an amazing character. So
Yes.
Early game versus mid game, or early stock versus late stock against Terry, every single stock, the dynamic completely changes. It's similar to One Wing, where the matchup changes. What you're looking out for changes. And to that extent, One Wing completely changes the Sephiroth matchup. While this one, you're just playing a whole lot more on the back foot against Terry.
Yeah. Okay. Real question, though. What is
Sure.
the better comeback mechanic, Aura or One Wing?
One Wing.
Okay, I'm glad we agree on that.
Yeah. One Wing, like, Aura affects Lucario throughout the entirety of his stock and can be a detriment. One Wing is never a detriment.
Right. You're never upset to have One Wing. Honestly, like, One Wing is just deep breathing, but you get another double jump.
You get another double jump, you get a damage boost, and you get armor on smash attacks.
Oh yeah, and you get armor on smash attacks. Yeah, that's another
which is
difference.
insane. Like, armor on smash attacks
like,
almost never matters except for down smash. Down smash, armor on down smash is crazy.
Yeah, it's like the reason like K-Roll down smash is so good. And we will be seeing the Sephiroth switch come into play here. Battle of the Blue-Eyed Men, I suppose. But not respecting the taunt, I love it. Alright, so we're getting into this thing here. Those Skittles are... he's dead. Good night, Sally! He lived?
Oh, he needed to run him over to the side from center stage. But still, like, are you really going to be upset at 85%? Like,
as Terry. Alright, it's fine.
It's fine, I've got go.
Oh, good night!
Thanks, man. My win condition has been achieved. Okay, there
well,
we go.
he's fine. Yeah, good night. That... This game is great, guys.
We have a very silly game.
DLC's not a problem.
Why is there two?
I think he's dead. I think he's dead. Oh.
Okay. There was two ways he could have died. If
I thought he was gonna F-smash.
If the burn knuckle connected, he was gone. If the down air spiked, he was gone. I'm surprised he went for the falling up air instead of just landing there, because landing there is easier to connect to the spike hit of there, but same idea. Regardless, Chowder looking good, and the jump out of shield forward air getting absolutely called out by that power dunk.
Yeah. Oh my god, he's going tit for tat every single time. These guys take turns blowing each other up.
Who can be more privileged? That's such a nice amount.
Who is tonight's biggest cheeser?
We're gonna
Ironically, neither of these players are from Wisconsin.
That would be nice.
Hey man, I love me some Wisconsin cheese curds. However, he's dead. Well, he's not dead actually.
Dashing too far, missed the turnaround animation of that dash dance. Both are just close enough to now the win. Now the comeback mechanic is online. Gotta watch out for shield break with things like power geyser. Oh no, just going right for it, but missing. With DI down, jabs into into Buster Wolf does not confirm. You're able to pull up shield just in time. Wing and go online. Not enough to do it.
He has enough. Oh, he makes it back up. He had time. Down tilt. Buster Wolf off stage, and that's when the down tilt really works. Down tilt into jab off of the ledge gives you enough time to catch your opponent with the Buster Wolf. You know why? There's no ground against you. You can't land and put up your shield in time for that.
Yeah, you need that quick pop-up from the down tilt, and there's nowhere for you to put your feet whatsoever. Really, really big risk there from the Gaming Lucario to drift off stage. I do like the forward air. I think it's important to go and edge guard Terry, but the Octa Slash back upwards was just way too late in order to catch Terry, who when Chowder had already prepped the recovery back. And the Octo Slash being unable to snap the ledge immediately basically sealed his fate. Kind of unfortunate. Like, I like the idea, just wrong execution and wrong recognition in order to close out that game when you could honestly have just stood at ledge and down aired.
Yeah. Well, game 4 coming up. Set point for Chowder77, who newly christened probably Terry main. I don't know. Because, like...
Terry looked good.
I don't know why, like, there's no way his secondary, Terry, is this good. Like, it has to be his main. I think he's just been going K-roll all night for the hell of it, but...
I mean, the K-roll has looked pretty alright, too.
Who truly knows? Yeah, the K-roll was fine. I mean, it's just that this Terry is so off the walls bananas that, you know...
Oh, well, yeah. His, yeah, I just looked it up. Yes, Terry is his actual main. He has used K-Rool in brackets before tonight, but no, the Terry is the go.
Well, literally.
Yeah.
Just gotta get to that 100% threshold first. Alright, so back as God intended, the Gaming Lucario is playing Lucario, as it were. First time we're seeing this matchup together, but so far it's really working out well for Chowder. He's doing a little bit more damage, but now that aura is starting to tick a little bit. Now, here's the thing that Terry does really well in this matchup, Google. It's the fact that when he has access to his go button, or just like his kill confirms in general, he has significantly better times of closing out Lucario's stocks early than most other characters in the game do.
Yeah, so across the FGC reps, Terry and Ken do the best of the four. Ryu takes his time a little bit too much.
Oh my god!
And Kazuya just generally is really, really slow, despite the fact that he can kill you with a thought. Hitting Lucario is the hard part, not so much getting all your confirms going and getting all your damage. Terry has reliable means of going air to air, things that are very, very safe, killing anti-airs with things like Buster Wolf, or not Buster Wolf, Power Dunk, and then a down tilt just can confirm it to whatever you want.
Yeah,
Granted,
I mean,
the matchup's not impossible, but Terry has much more free reign over center stage and forces Lucario to play in a very particular way.
yeah, and Terry's a character who could just like use his burst options and like see, that's the thing that like sets him apart from the other FGCs is that he really doesn't struggle to get in against zoners. For one particular reason, it is just so hard to swat him away because of his two best burst options. It's that power dunk and it's the crack shoot. They can just get in and you can't punch them out of shield very reliably. However, though, Gaming Lucario is playing his ass off, able to take the first, second stock away before Chowder takes his away. And this is an even game. However, there is not much aura in Gaming Lucario's pocket right now.
Yeah, we're going to about even. Gotta be careful with those power dunks on shield unless you want to be taking a jab. I like that Gaming Lucario has been pivoting around, like kind of anticipating a lot of defensive options or at least further offensive options from Chowder, getting the force palm there. Good damage. Forward smash comes out. Oh, we're very close to it. Just going for the standard grab, though, to reset the ledge situation. This could be a downer. This could be back air, and the back air will stage spike. No tech to be found. We're going to a game number 5 here. Laird in the grand final set 1. The Gaming Lucario pulling out the Lucario for both of his wins during this set.
Don't go FD again. I know the FGCs are good there, but don't do it. It's okay. Yeah.
It's like, it depends on, again, like Lucario like dramatically changes how he plays matchup to matchup. Generally, Lucario likes platforms, but against characters like Terry, who can pretty liberally throw out things like Power Dunk, you want him to land on the floor so that you're playing a much more streamlined mix-up rather than just, oh, is he going to land on the platform and be safe? Is he going to be put in special fall and I have to like play the high, low, and left, right, and still find the right punish? No, it's just, I just have to anticipate defensive options, taking it one step at a time. I actually very much agree with you, Laird. If for Chowder, he should be wanting to pivot to a stage like Town and City or Smashville rather than go on to FD one more time.
Yeah, and the good news for him is that he actually was able to get up before game 4, so he has counter pick advantage for this one, and we will be going to game number 5 here. Both players this time respecting the taunt, probably because they spawned on platforms. I don't know if that would have happened otherwise, because Chowder's been a little bit cheeky with his power waves. However, Gaming Lucario seems to be playing a pretty straightforward approach, i.e., let me just shark under this platform, get my Aura Sphere up, and try not to let my opponent in. Now, here's the really scary part. When Terry gets in, it is going to be difficult. And, I got one more thing to say that I really haven't called out. Power Dunk is so hard to punish because it's plus on parry, even. Imagine how plus it is on shield. It's so difficult to work around.
Not to mention the shield damage. Like, you parry it just so that you're not breaking your shield. Like, it's tough, but you can intercept it just like so. And Lucario's sitting with a pretty good amount of aura, though the forward smash was definitely a little eager. The double team was ill-advised, to say the least. Double team, such a high commitment, and it's really, really tough to just use it on an approach rather than, unless you're like sitting on a platform and trying to catch someone sharking you. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Okay, we're fine. We're fine.
It's just fine. Okay, hang on. There is the power dunk again. This is Gaming Lucario not only at 90% of aura, but also at a deficit aura in terms of stocks. And yep, that counter should do the trick. Go Sauce was cut off at the head. So now there is one big issue you got to work around, and it's the fact that you just have aura in your face. No go to close the stock out.
Ooh, good high recovery to the platform, a solid angle. Though not respecting the parry jab too much. Needed to go into something like a down tilt there instead of a dash attack. That's another neutral get up coming out from the Gaming Lucario, by the way. He's been doing that a lot, or that either neutral go to ledge neutral get up, or just bypassing ledge entirely, and the burn knuckle will power straight through, looking to try and maybe set up for a falling neutral air there and getting anti-aired right out the gate.
That was really sick. Burnt Knuckle, it's just a good all-around hitbox. It's not a very good move though, unless you confirm into it. But you know, just there doing it raw when you know your opponent's gonna be dashing at you, it's basically a dash attack just in terms of how well it checks your opponent. This could very well be tournament stock for Gaming Lucario.
Getting the force pump flame to cover the spot dodge. Up smash though. Gaming Lucario is very, very liberal in flicking that C stick. Up smash though, not the best of hitboxes to cover. Looking for the up smash though from Chowder side. These down tilts, they could have resulted in it. The forward smash will do a ton of shield damage, but the pushback on forward smash actually. Wait, okay, so Gaming
break that down.
Gaming Lucario did forward smash in order to as an attempted punish.